Thank you. Okay, yes, 99.5 Wazobia FM now you there so and then sharply a little bit small something. 1 minute don't run come out from the body of 7 o'clock. Welcome to A-TIPSOM Boys on Radio for 99.5 Wazobia FM Abuja. My name is King, and then to all our listeners where they out there, we wish you a happy weekend. But I'm not here alone, are here
with Joseph Olusegun Sanwo,
confirm.
A-TIPSOM, Nigeria.
Confirm. Okay, and together now they run things on top of the level this evening. But this evening, you know, so they always been out. They always get a sabi people where they out there to follow us talk, to follow us gist on talk different angles. We be saying they see to how we fit take stop trafficking in persons and then smuggling of migrants. But for today, we go to took eye. They talk about combating trafficking in women and children. Very key. And then our person we say go join us today. Now, His Excellency, Mr. Marcelino Cabanas. Abi,
Yes,
confirm.
the
And who him be?
ambassador of Embassy of Spain in Nigeria.
Hmm, confirm. Now, be the ambassador, the Embassy of Spain for inside Nigeria here. But anyway, we'll get off a line so that we could just start our gist, you know, one time with sharply at the level with that. Okay. Okay, will soon join us. And then when he join us, we could also roll the ball instantly. Okay. Okay. Yes, good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. How you day for pigeon? Huh?
I'm doing fine. Can you hear? Can
Yeah.
you hear? Well, I hear some noises.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, I think I can hear you.
Okay. We introduced you earlier before, you know, putting you on the line. Can you please introduce yourself like the way you want to be introduced?
I prefer you introduce me.
Mm-hmm. But we would like to hear from the horse's mouth, even though you're not the horse.
Excuse me?
We would like to hear directly from you.
Yes, yes, of course.
Okay. Okay, so this evening, like we said, for our listeners who just tuned in, we have online the ambassador, the Embassy of Spain in Nigeria, His Excellency Mr. Marcelino Cabanas. Am I right, sir?
Yes, good afternoon, Joseph. Good
Oh,
afternoon, Mr. Samuel. It's a pleasure to be with you.
okay. Okay, so this evening we're talking about combating trafficking in women and children. Okay, and we want to ask, you know, talking about trafficking in human beings, from your own point of view, what are the factors that made the youth population from Nigeria or other African countries end up getting trafficked?
Well, thank you very much. This is a very important question, especially in a country as Nigeria is a very young country. And most of the population is under 21 years old, 50%, and more than 60% of the population is under 18. So it's very important to address the good governance and to have a high consideration of the youth population. And why? This youth population can end getting trafficked. Well, there are many reasons, and in general, the global root causes of human trafficking include, of course, economic reasons. Young people are energetic. They want to get good jobs. They want to get more money. There are plenty of ideas, but also social exclusion, gender discrimination, and reasons including political, legal reasons. But the problem is that the youth population is the wealth of the nation. It remains a source of strength for Nigeria, and if they end getting trafficked, they are abandoning the possibilities of contributing to a greater country. And so I think that we don't have to think so much of the reasons of getting off trafficked, but on the solutions. How can we offer young people possibilities in Nigeria, in Africa, reduce social and economic inequality. And like at the end of the day, the President Buhari addressing the Nigerian population on the Democracy Day, and he spoke a lot about youth employed in special public works programs. That's what we have to do. All countries to offer youth population possibilities to remain a source of strength and to offer them the possibilities of developing their skills. Of course, this will include fighting against corruption, offering a good education, offering a country that respects human rights and possible economic possibilities. So that's what I would like to insist on.
Okay.
That we have, all of us, to offer a better future for the youth.
Okay. I like the perspective you're taking the whole thing from, but then, you made use of some statistics earlier, talking about the youthful population and them being the most vulnerable. But then, global statistics actually show that women and children constitute majority of the trafficked victims. So, as a diplomat, what do you think makes women and children more vulnerable to human trafficking?
Well, I absolutely agree with you. The statistics from the United Nations, from the Migration Organization, the National Migration Organization, show that more than 60% of the trafficked victims are women. Why is it so? Why are they especially vulnerable? They are, well, the reason is basically because the traffickers, the mafias, they are greedy and they want them to exploit them. In the case of women, it's sexual exploitation. In the case of young children, it's to make them work illegally. Of course, the situation in a country also affects the possibility of being trafficked, such as traditions and cultural violence, especially gender discrimination, because women are also thinking they are learned and they are tricked they are offered better jobs. They are going to offer them, the traffickers are going to offer them possibilities of improving the situation and to send money back. That's not true. They are going to end, at the end of the day, being sexually exploited, and they are really tricked with false promises. The situation is that they are dehumanization, and women will be used as sexual tools.
Okay.
That's why they constitute a high percentage of trafficked victims, and that's why we have to fight against both internally and internationally.
Okay, well, we'll come back to that. But for now, most of the majority of the people trafficked from sub-Saharan African countries are moved to Europe, which is like the closest continent. So, what efforts is Spain and other European members doing to tackle external trafficking of women and girls from these countries?
Well, we are fighting together because we have to fight together. This scourge of trafficking in persons and bodies is something that we have to face together. It's clear that Nigeria is a first transit and destination country for women and children subjected to forced labor and sex trafficking. It begins here, but it will end in Europe in a sexual place. It will end in Europe a sexual place in Spain, Italy, especially, particularly. So that's why we're working together with Nigeria. Here in Nigeria, you have many people and very good people working in the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, the NATI, which was created in 2003 to prevent human trafficking.
Of course.
You have the Nigerian Immigration Service, the NIS, and of course the Nigeria Police Force, etc. So in Spain, we have collaborated for a long time with Nigeria in order to share share information, in order to share intelligence, and also in order to fight the mafias and illegal groups that are trafficking with persons. And in the frame of European Union, it's clear that we have to work together to create a good frame for the good governance of migration. Because trafficking in persons is a crime, but also it's a grave violation of human rights, and human rights is one of the bases of the creation of the European Union. So that's why we are working together, and especially now we are working in this A-TIPSOM program, which is funded by the European Union. It's trafficking in persons, fighting against the trafficking in persons and smuggling of people. And we are working together, and I hope we will have a very good relation with the NIS, and I hope this program of A-TIPSOM will continue and to have a it's becoming more and more efficient, and we will continue to work.
Okay. Well, I think Mr. Sawan has a question for you.
Okay, thank you, Your Excellency, the Ambassador. It is good to know that Spain and the EU are working together to fight this menace. Still talking about Spain, FIAP is a Spanish government foundation and has been implementing the A-TIPSOM Nigerian project, which is funded by the EU for some period now. Your Excellency, can you tell us the level of implementation so far, and what is your view about the project generally?
About this project of A-TIPSOM, well,
Yes.
I think we are working together. The main object is to reduce human trafficking and irregular migrants and smuggling, both nationally and regionally, as well as between Nigeria and the European Union. Our aim is to enhance the capacity of the Nigerian government to address the problem with a special focus, as I said, on women and children, which are the main victims of trafficking. Especially, I'm very worried about the women and girls, which are, as I said, led by authors to work legally in Europe, and they finish working for domestic services and subject of trafficking. And the young boys which are forced to domestic service as well, or to work in illegal sectors, because young people cannot work under 18 in Europe, and they cannot work in many countries. So they are learned to have good works, and finally they finish in the domestic service or in illegal works in agricultural industry. So I think that now this A-TIPSOM project, which is funded by the European Union, have 5 specific objects, which we call the 5 P's: policy for strengthening institutions, which is very important; prevention, which is very important also; protection of victims; and prosecution of traffickers and smugglers. These are the 5 P's of the FIAT, the Spanish government foundation, implementing the A-TIPSOM project.
Okay. Well, in case you just join us, we'll talk with the ambassador, Embassy of Spain for inside Nigeria, His Excellency Mr. Marcelino Cabanas, and then an 9-day phone line with us. Now, A-TIPSOM Voice on Radio for 99.5 Wazobia FM Abuja, 90 days. So, His Excellency, let me ask you this question. You know, earlier when you were talking, you mentioned, some things that should be in place. You talked about the Nigerian government and the president addressing the country on Democracy Day, talking about the youthful population and how we could harness to get the best out of the Nigerian population. But now, what other areas do you think is lagging behind that the government can actually, do better, or the agencies in Nigeria can do better, to help the fight against trafficking in women and children?
Well, what I think is what the governments and what agencies can do is offering a future for the youth population, basically, in all areas. For instance, politically, we know that the young people want also to improve and stimulate this. There was a very good initiative with Talk to Young People. Young people, if they have no opportunities, they will try to go out. But if they have opportunities in the political life, in the economic life, and in the social life, they will remain and they will contribute to the future of the nation. That's what I think we should contribute here as a diplomat. I'm a diplomat, and I strive also in my means, of course, and in my capacity as ambassador, also to promote the participation of young people at the United Nations level, at different levels of the international life. That's very important. And of course, at the same time, as I said, prevention is very important for the group. So it's very important to promote the collaboration between our police, between our agencies, between the European agencies, Frontex, between the agencies which fight the illegal migration here in Nigeria, such as trafficking and IS, police, etc. So it's a very large array of possibilities that we have, and we have to work on all of them.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your time. But then you just have to help us stick around because we'll be taking comments from our listeners and questions. Okay. Well, if you're in the house and then you want to join the conversation on top of A-TIPSOM Voice on Radio, just join us by calling 0946000995. 0946000995. Or for WhatsApp, if you drop your message there for 0809-993-0172. We'll get the ambassador, Embassy of Spain for inside Nigeria, live and directly to us. We'll hear from the phone line. Hello, good morning. Oh, good evening. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening. How you do?
Yeah, good evening. Now, well done.
Yeah, thank you. What's your name?
This is Sadiq calling from Wusetu.
Oh, your name now?
Sadiq from Wusetu.
Oh, okay. So you get question?
Yeah, it's about this woman and child trafficking.
Okay. Okay.
You see, one thing I observe is that we do most times we do a lot of talk and less action. That's the truth.
Okay. So
what I really want them to really focus on is the border, mostly border.
Okay. Land borders
from different countries into Nigeria and other African countries like that. You understand?
Okay.
Because this thing still happens on a daily basis. Imagine putting human being inside container that is too good inside. It's very sad. All this thing, and it's the kind of modern slave. Modern slavery, whereby you there's a lot of things. In fact, it's very, very terrible.
Okay.
It's very terrible.
Okay, wow,
There
thank
was a
you.
video I saw that day, and I was just imagining that is this human being like some of them have to dive inside water. Like some of them because they were trying to survive, trying to escape.
Okay, well
they should please look into it. Mostly border. Those that are coming in, those that are going out. What are they coming in for? Why are they going out? All those things.
Okay. Wow.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. You say your name again now?
Sadiq from Wusetu.
Okay, Sadiq from Wusetu. Thank you. Okay, that's a contribution. Hello? Hello? Yes, good evening. How you doing? Oh, sorry, that line there very, very poor. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We're taking contributions. Okay.
I couldn't hear very well. The noise was
Much.
a bit lost.
Oh, okay.
Can you synthesize the question, please?
Okay. Well, the last caller actually talked about land borders and how and how porous our land borders are. From his contribution, he's saying these are areas we should pay more attention to because people are smuggled out like goods. Okay.
So we have absolutely we have to pay more attention and we have to fight illegal migration, but also respect always the human rights.
Okay.
Human being, absolutely. No, no. The thing is the what we all want is to improve the governance of the migration, the migration sector in Nigeria, and of course fighting the trafficking in person and the smuggling of migrants to enhance prevention, to improve action, and return of reintegration of victims of trafficking and of smuggling communities. That's important. They have to be reintegrated. They have to be reintegrated in a dignified way. If that's exactly the meaning of the question.
Okay, well, let's take more questions and more contributions then. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, good evening. How are you doing? What's your name?
My name is Emmanuel, official president.
Okay, where are you calling from?
I'm calling right from Brussels here. I greet your guest and I greet your excellency here.
Okay.
I actually wanted to talk about this land border. Well, someone already mentioned it.
Okay.
But notwithstanding, I wouldn't have to talk about the land border. People are being smuggled out as if they are like goods. And they take off from there through desert and get to Europe. Your Excellency, sir, is there any control over that? Maybe where they are boarding all these food, water, through boats, or what do we call it, that due to capsize. How do we handle that? Because that is also part of the trafficking investment. Thank you.
Okay. Now, do you get a question, Your Excellency?
No, I didn't hear. I think the noise is low.
Okay.
At the same time. But can you tell me exactly the contribution?
Yes.
Contribution of the question?
Yes.
Yes.
What he's saying, he's still talking about the land borders, but then after smuggling these, migrants from the land borders, when they get to, yes, when they get to the desert, some of them make it through the desert, and some won't be able to make it through. But for the ones who are able to make it through the desert, before they are being ferried through the waterways to Europe, is there anything the EU in collaborations with other African or sub-Saharan countries can do to make sure these areas are being looked into?
I think the idea is to implement the national and international capacities to manage the migration and especially to improve the border management as exactly. So if I understand you well, and the person who has got to do this, the capacity to manage migration to improve the border management, especially the land. Internationally, now we've seen, as we Spain, Spain is a Mediterranean country, that we've seen many illegal migrants coming through the sea, not by land, but especially by sea. They arrive to Libya, they arrive to Tunisia, to Morocco, to Nigeria. This has been terrible because the traffickers have them in a very, very difficult condition. They have to travel the illegal, they are smuggling. In very bad conditions. So we try of course to improve the border management so the legal migrants can do it very easily and very well in a very human way, and those who have them in the hands of the traffickers, they have to know that they have to refuse the young man to go through Egypt or to travel in the Mediterranean Sea in very, very hard conditions in the sea. But it is true that what we have to do is to work in a European Union support package to Nigerians with management of legal immigration and regular the land borders have to be improved.
Okay. Okay. Well, the time is not really on our side, but from the questions people have asked and the observations people have raised, now
Yes,
coming back to the sub-Saharan countries, the countries where most of these, migrants are being smuggled from.
yes.
Oh, okay, now, is there anything apart from, bettering the lives of the people, the locals here? Is there any other reason besides the whole smooth talking and everything that you feel people travel to Europe for?
Excuse me, is there any
Be,
other reason?
is there any other reason apart from earning higher pay? Because most of them would tell you they want to earn bigger pay, they want a bigger package and all that. Are there other reasons? Is there anything going on in Europe that Africans are not doing right?
No, not at all. Not at all. We have to work together, African and Europeans, in order to manage the migration and the mobility. Is something that affects all of us. It's not a matter of, I think, doing well or doing bad. For instance, I'm Spanish. And the Spaniards, we were people, we were a country of migration during half a century after the Civil War. The rest of Europe was richer than Spain, and Spain was going through, let's say, difficult times. So we had a lot of Russian migrants going to Europe, and Europe also needed the migrants coming from Spain, so they needed also for a labor force. So it's understandable that when there are differences in the GDP, in the national product, there are pressure for going to work and for traveling and mobility. That's a natural thing in the world. What we have to do is to work together and to implement and have the national and the local capacities to manage this pressure. And that's what we have to do to improving the border management and then trying to fight the roots causes of irregular migration and displaced persons in Africa. But it's not a matter of doing well and doing bad. It's natural that there is a pressure for mobility in the sub-countries. So that's what we have to work together. And in the case of illegal migration and the trafficking in persons and the smuggling of migrants, the collaboration is evident. We are doing a good collaboration between the European Union and Africa, and between Spain and Africa and Nigeria as well.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, His Excellency, Mr. Marcelino Cannabis, for your time.
Not at all. It's been a pleasure and a very important thing to work together. Working together.
Very well. Very well. Okay. Well, some other times we believe when we call, you will still attend to us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sadler. It was a pleasure being with you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, well, no, it's not something at all as it is. So, the person will be saying you've been hearing voice all through, be saying follow gist. Now, the Embassy of Spain for inside Nigeria, His Excellency Mr. Marcelino Cannabas. But as today, time don't reach, be say we will begin the plan to run command. Remember, this on our A-TIPSOM voice on radio, where we say they happen every Saturday evening, 7 o'clock. And then my name now Cherokee.
And my name is Shegun Sawo.
Okay, I beg if people want to know more about A-TIPSOM for Facebook and other ways, how they fit take do them?
May then just go to A-TIPSOM Nigeria. Once they put in the word A-TIPSOM Nigeria for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, they will find us there.
Confirm. Yes. No be small something. And then if you want to see the conversation still continue for inside the A-TIPSOM Facebook page, okay, just go there, type A-TIPSOM and then A-TIPSOM Nigeria and live and direct. Yes, still join on top the levels. But live and direct, continue the conversation, go there, like, contribute, and all. But my name, now Chair the King. We'll see you next week again. Same time, same station. They didn't put it today.
Okay.
So that's why I was even shocked.
Okay.
Okay, guys, thank you for joining us on behalf of myself, Cherokee, and
Shegun Sawo.
Very well. We'll see you next week.
Yes. Bye.